What you're now seeing is an articulation of my thoughts that happened most recently regarding this week's activity as it relates to artificial intelligence. Let me take you right through that. One of the things that I'm always doing is thinking. I'm always thinking. People always ask me, what are you thinking about? But sometimes I'll share, sometimes I'll not. But I want to consider three things that I've been considering over the last week because they're fundamental to the shift in artificial intelligence. And one has to do with, of course, what the Pope said. The Pope came out and talked about the dangers of artificial intelligence. Now, a critical point from that is that we have not had regulations. And the Pope is from a position that he's able to see many things that we're not seeing. So if he's warning us about the system and he's saying, all right, we need to slow down, it's a reality. We are not in these spaces, some of us, that we are listening to top officials and we do not understand that. So we have to make an assumption when someone gives a warning to look at it. And there are many issues. The world leaders might be saying things, of course, and he's just one religious leader. There could be other leaders with religious affiliation that's suggesting likewise. And one thing that I realized that individuals need to understand the impact of artificial intelligence. I listened to another person this week, and he was coming from a religious background, and he was somewhat in line with the Pope. He was talking about language and how language shapes our society, and I agree with him because I've been on that journey of thinking about language too. Maybe 2-3 years ago, I said language shapes our political entities, it shapes our history, it shapes every aspect of our culture, our economic activities, and so forth. So when we manipulate that language using algorithms, it is problematic. So that's another thought. So all two thoughts are in line. And recently, the President of the United States was about to sign an agreement as it relates to AI framework and limitations, but he stopped that. So there's an issue of ensuring that you advance your economy and your systems regarding that, but there's an issue of regulation that's important. And there is the issue of the power of tech companies. So all these combined issues are happening right in my mind and seeing how we can navigate that. We need to ensure that education is paramount, whether it be literacy. We're teaching these skills to navigate the world as it relates to artificial intelligence. So there are three critical points. Let me summarize again. One, what the Pope said in relation to artificial intelligence. Two, what the President did or did not do. He did not sign that agreement regarding regulation. And three, the power of language to shape our society and our economy, our culture, and every aspect. And the need, all three are encompassing one thing, the need for a critical education system that allows individuals to understand the risk and to be advocates for their own destiny within the aspect of artificial intelligence. Those are my thoughts. I just wanted to share them